In 2011, worst country artist of all time, Eric Church, released the hit Homeboy, which many have characterized as a wildly xenophobic, borderline racist, moral panic song about how listening to hip-hop will make your kids criminal drug addicts. 10 years later, we tracked down Homeboy. He is now a hip-hop producer in Atlanta. We asked him his thoughts on his brother's song. This was his reply.
Hey brother, thanks for the offer, but I'm no farmhand. I work at dawn now, not the land. Talk to our parents? Oh, your wisdom's inerrant. You want me to make peace before they're deceased? Buddy, our parents are bigots. They hated my black friends. Dig it? So I'll try to make peace before they're deceased, but remember this sentence. There is no forgiveness without repentance. Now let's talk about lakes, trucks, and tailgates flat. High school flame, let's put a pin in that. Ice cold beer is just wheat juice swill. It's not real booze without the still. What's the matter, brother? Does my blue collar 40 burn? You know what's sadder, brother? Here's something I've learned. How big is that truck on the dock? 'Cause usually, the bigger the truck, the smaller the cock. Now let's talk about high school flames. Kissing, holding hands, standing in line for Friday night hometown games. Tell me, could I have brought mine? You've always been dense. Brother, I'm a fag. Where we're from, your love gets a picket fence, mine gets a body bag. Our parents knew. That's why we fought. We got miles to go, but look at what we got. So you keep riding your hometown hope. I'll keep driving that old town road. And you say there's no shame in a blue-collar 40? Is that the end of the country story? I remember it all pretty well in the past, how Fancy got out on the strength of her ass. Now we're supposed to die just plain white trash? Look, Reba's a genuine country goddess. Let's not be modest. A grade A star. How has Nashville fallen this far? Rappers, punks, or cowboys, we're all sick and broken. We all need to make noise, playing and token. I had my demons, don't dispute that. You knew my problems, but did you conclude that? No. Everybody too blamed hip-hop. But where were you? Did you make the pain stop? I was so alone there. Fine, call me a wigger. But I had a home there, part of something bigger. So tell me, you racist fuck. Did you kill me, brother? Well, it's been 10 years. The knee has bent. Hip-hop's big business. Cowboys hooking every cent. Now every song has click tracks and mechanical drums. Your big stars beg our acts for collabs and remix dubs. Your pitch is corrected, vocals tweaked here and there. Oh brother, don't get advected. Nobody in their right mind thinks you're better than Cher. Shove that up your country song, brother. Homeboy out. Hey, it's Tommy from Browker Eye here. So, I'm completely new to hip-hop. It really isn't my thing, but I knew that eventually I would have to do an industrial hip-hop piece, and I've always hated the song Homeboy, and so I thought, well, this would be a good thing to try. My first time rapping. It's not too bad for a first attempt, but let's see if maybe I'll be better in the future. Yeah, I know it's 11 years, but was 10 years when I started working on this project, and I just want to clarify that we're making fun of Eric Church, the character in the song, not Eric Church, the person, who I'm sure is a perfectly fine person in real life, apart from the fact that I don't like his music. But if you're not aware of the story, so I, quote, grew up country in rural Pennsylvania. I lived in the woods about 15 miles from the nearest town where I went to high school. I loved living in the country, exploring the woods, even doing a little bit of light farming. But there's something deeply twisted and toxic about country culture. If you're queer or autistic or an ethnic minority or any religion other than Protestant, or you listen to the wrong kind of music, you will not have a good time in country culture, and I checked multiple boxes there. Now, I was never really culturally country because my parents came from Newark. They left the city looking for a simpler life. So I'm not a generational farmer, but my classmates were generational farmers with deep tie to country culture, and they were steeped in it. I was more rooted in that we would go back to Newark every couple of months to visit relatives. And I find that without fail, the people who hate country music the most are the country kids who were the weirdos in their small towns. Unless those small town weirdos started their own country band, and you end up with acts like the Bridge City Sinners. And that's the kind of country music I like. Writing this, living now in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, this has been cathartic. Thanks, folks.